The last man before Messi and Ronaldo. There was a time when world football belonged to someone else, before Lionel Messi became a global icon, before Cristiano Ronaldo rewrote the record book. Two names dominated football for more than a decade. There was Kaká, a player who made football look effortless. He wasn't the fastest to speak. He wasn't the loudest on the pitch. He never chased headlines. He simply let the ball do the talking. With every elegant stride, every defense-splitting pass, and every breathtaking run, he reminded the world that football could still be beautiful. For one unforgettable year, he stood alone at the top of the sport. He was the best player on earth. Then, almost as quickly as he arrived, he was gone. How did the last Ballon d'Or winner before Messi and Ronaldo disappear from football's biggest stage? This is the story of Kaká. Every legend has a beginning. For Kaká, it started far from the bright lights of Europe's biggest stadiums. Born in Brasilia and raised in São Paulo, Ricardo Izexon dos Santos Leite grew up in a loving family where football was a passion, not an expectation. Unlike many Brazilian stars, he wasn't raised in poverty. His path looked comfortable, but comfort has never guaranteed greatness. At the age of 18, everything nearly ended before it truly began. A swimming pool accident left him with a fractured vertebra in his neck. Doctors feared the injury could have ended his career, or even left him permanently disabled. Against all odds, Kaká made a full recovery. He later described it as a miracle, a second chance at life, and he wasn't about to waste it. São Paulo FC quickly realized they had something extraordinary. Tall, elegant, explosive, a midfielder who seemed to glide across the pitch while everyone else struggled to keep up. It wasn't long before Europe came calling. One club saw a future superstar, AC Milan, a club built on legends. Soon, they would have another. From the moment Kaká arrived in Italy, he looked different. While defenders relied on strength, he relied on intelligence. While others forced the game, he let it flow. Every touch had purpose. Every run felt unstoppable. He wasn't Night after night, Kaká delivered. He danced past defenders, scored impossible goals, created moments that still live in football. When AC Milan lifted the Champions League trophy, there was no debate. The best player in the world wore red and black. Months later, football confirmed what everyone already knew. Kaká won the Ballon d'Or. He had reached the summit. The world belonged to him. But history had already begun writing a different story. While Kaká celebrated the greatest achievement of his career, two young superstars were preparing to change football forever: Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Over the next decade, they would push each other to heights the sport had never seen. Ballon d'Or after Ballon d'Or, goal after goal, record after record. The era of Kaká quietly came to an end. In 2009, he joined Real Madrid. It looked like the perfect move, the world's best player, joining one of the world's biggest clubs. It should have been the start of something legendary. Instead, it became the beginning of the end. Injuries slowly stole the qualities that made him special. The explosive acceleration, the effortless dribbling, the freedom to glide past defenders. He still produced moments of brilliance, but they became moments, not seasons. The player who once looked unstoppable was now fighting simply to stay fit. Football can be cruel. Sometimes greatness isn't taken away in a single moment. Sometimes it disappears little by little. Today, when fans debate the greatest players in football history, Kaká's name is often forgotten. Not because he wasn't good enough, but because his peak was surrounded by two players who changed the sport forever. Yet those who watched him in his prime remember something different. A footballer who never needed tricks to entertain, never needed controversy to stay relevant, never needed to tell the world how great he was. His football spoke louder than words ever could. He conquered Europe. He became a World Cup winner. He lifted the Ballon d'Or. And for one unforgettable moment, he stood above everyone else, the last man before the Messi and Ronaldo era. A reminder that greatness isn't measured by how long you stay at the top, but by what the world remembers when you're gone.
When the day gets heavy, we carry each other. One voice, one beat, brother to brother. Not just winning, it's how we stand. Salt on the skin, heart in the hand, fist in the palm.